it's your boy Corbs Games. I'm very sorry that I haven't posted in such a long time. It's me and my friends Riley and Brandon. We've been playing a lot of Siege. Um, since my last Siege video, I've actually got a lot better. I'm nearly silver 5. Trust me, it's hard to rank up. And I don't even think I've posted. Yeah, I haven't posted since Christmas, so I might sound different because I got a new mic. My last one was horrid. I just had like these earbuds, and they were so quiet. But I have had this mic. It was like a proper mic. So my headphones and my mic were different. But anyway, that's not the point. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I will do a Siege video to make up for it where we just play ranked. It might be boring, but it's better than not posting. And today we're playing the Stanley Parable, so make sure to like and subscribe. And have we played this game before? No. Please adjust the slider to the computer. I'll just keep it there, mate. I'm not bothered. Please enter the current time. Why do you want to know this? 12. Oh, I'll take it all the way. 12, 16 it just hit. Can we start now? Yep. Don't care. Didn't even read that. Too long, didn't read. You know what I mean? Oh, why is it on the computer there? No one's even touching the computer. Yo, am I zimming? There's no controller attached. Okay. So we're in a work office. This is kind of like the last game we played. I think it was like about optical illusions. But this one, let's just get right in. Yeah, I did say earlier, like and subscribe, and I don't think you have, so can you do it now, please? Thank you. Let's go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Well, that's a good game.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He doesn't look very happy, he looks a bit bored.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Yeah, this video.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, no, I'm Stanley. Oh, flip off. See, look, why is my desk like the only one that's isolated from everyone else? Look, everyone else is just like
all
together.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know what this means. I've taken the job too seriously, and I've done it for so long that I've come to the end of time, and no one exists anymore because I'm just sweating work for some reason, and work's not even fun. Wait, where do I go? My sense is so slow. Imagine I'm trying to shark a peek and I just go like this. Oh. If you don't know what that is,
when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No, I didn't.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shout out to Riley. Don't know his left and right, so that one was for you.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Stop narrating everything I do. Ooh.
Stanley was so bad
Okay.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I was gonna go back. You could have just left the door open. I was gonna go back, trust me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay,
There's
sorry.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
My workmates.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
asking
I'm
for
sorry.
me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Her?
She's been waiting.
I got a wife.
That's
Sir!
so, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
What?
reach out to her.
You kidnapped
If
me.
you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't think I have hands. Hey. Oh, dang, I did it. What the
Oh,
frick?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Ugh,
Gotcha.
that wasn't funny,
Oh,
dude.
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They
Yeah.
want to commit their life to you.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really
No.
going on here.
No.
Sorry, but
No.
you're in my story now.
Ugh. I don't want to go in this stupid room. What are you looking at?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Button. Now, he's eating lunch.
Okay.
Now, he's going home. Now, he's coming back to work.
I thought I
One
work
might
all the
even
time.
feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I'm not going to do this. My theory is that we're still at work right now, but it's just like the buttons we're pushing is playing the game. Because listen, can you hear that? Can you hear that? See that's the keyboard clicking sound. That's when I try and jump. Oh my days.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Not pushing. It's just gonna stay there till I push it into it, so it's gonna make me push it. No, I'm not pushing it. It's gonna make me into it. No, I'm gonna listen to the guy. I feel bad now. I'm joking.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh my
How can I
days!
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
Oh, okay. We get to reset. Don't say anything, narrator. Dude.
All of his co-workers
Oh
were
my
gone.
God.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah,
When
I'll
Stanley
listen.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll listen. Listening's boring.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I don't know.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Because you're doing that,
And for
probably.
that matter,
Oh
these
my
rooms
God,
were
we're
starting to
back
look
here
pretty
again.
familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field.
let me do that.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I don't know.
Now hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh my days, bro. Was there any
Stanley
point for all
began
of that?
screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my days. Not this bull crap.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Go on then. Oh my... Okay. Do I just have to honestly, like, listen?
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, I'm not listening.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No, I don't care.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I don't.
Wow.
I'm not even looking.
Yes,
not looking.
this room.
No.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Jump from the cargo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Still not listening.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Mate, you let me
Perhaps he
die.
had simply missed a memo.
Blah, 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 blah. Know what I mean?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I don't. not looking
The
again.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust
can I
in
jump on
someone
that?
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, don't jump
There's
from the
someone
cargo,
you've
eh?
been
Watch what I'm
neglecting,
about to do.
Stanley. Someone?
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Yes.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen
Yes.
to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
With
show
what?
you
What
something
the heck is
beautiful.
this?
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
Red.
chance.
Red.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. Excuse me, next.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
No, I didn't.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're
Nah,
communicating properly. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Why are all
Do
the
you not
walls
think
the
I put a lot
same
of time into
number?
that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yeah.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Of course.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next
it's
time we can get you to
okay,
form an actual opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a
see.
look.
Let's see. What? Or do I go back in there?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
That
Hey,
was
I nearly
nothing.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Do you really have to do that?
In this game,
Oh,
the
shit,
baby
that was a
crawls
baby.
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful
Hands are so
game,
chubby.
all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No! What do I do? I really just have to take him back, that's it. He can
You
die.
heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Make it like
I'm not even
Fortnite.
going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
No.
It's over.
No.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
No.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Fortnite.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Go then. Cry. What? Firewatch?
Ah,
This is Firewatch.
fascinating.
Yo, I
What do
actually
you
played.
think this game
What?
is about, Stanley?
It's
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to
Whoa.
play as a creepy man spying on
No.
innocent civilians below
That's
you
not how
from
it goes.
up high in your creep tower.
That's not how
Perhaps
it
for
goes.
some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
We have to.
Yes, that must
We have
be
to look
it.
for fires
What a
and put them
fascinating
out.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture
play
outward
this.
and
I
see
wanna
what
play
else
some
is
of
out
this.
there.
I still have it installed, but I just never play it. Why did it do the Minecraft opening noise? Oh, Firewatch. What a game, bro.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block
Yeah,
it
I know.
off.
No. No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. I
Bruh.
really wandered off into that thing. That big open,
Firewatch
just
is so
wandering around.
confusing,
No
bro.
right or
I
wrong
always got
directions.
lost.
No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Yes, please.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Let's see. Rocket League? Yo, is it only doing
Wonderful.
games that I have
See,
installed?
this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Whoa, why am I so
Stanley,
small?
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will
Rocket
be
League.
phenomenally impressed.
What, the cars come and hit me? Wait. Oh, I thought it was gonna fall.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh! Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better
Yeah.
than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Can I go for a
Stanley, I
Mustang?
have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely
Oh, I just hit Mustang.
multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls! Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you
Not
having
really.
fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're
Yeah.
having a good time, because guess
Boring
what?
one, though.
It's over. That's right.
I'm gonna score a goal with myself. Oh, there's a hole.
Hold on.
Oh,
What are you
crap.
doing?
Oh, we're back in this game.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I'm not going anywhere. Oh crap, we lost him. Shall I just jump off the edge? Might have to just jump for it. YOLO! Huh. Oh, narrator? You here, bud? Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. Sorry if it's a bit long, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. And see ya in the next vid.